Shalom Akyam. We give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders, blessings, peace and blessings to the elect. And this is going to be a quick video as concerning a response and a question that is going to be posed to Nate and the IUIC, the Israel United and Christ Church, concerning the video they just put out recently where they call themselves smashing the lunatic doctrine. Alright, what they call the lunatic doctrine. Alright, now we all know according to the scriptures that the moon, alright, is what measures months and days and weeks. It's a measure of time throughout the year. Alright, and it has a very big significance in the Bible. Okay, now what you see here on the screen right now is the calendar. I took a snapshot of the very calendar that they used in that video, in which they justified their Friday sundown to Saturday sundown Sabbath. All right, and then this is all centered around the Passover. Okay, in which when the Lord, the death, burial, and resurrection of the Lord. This calendar is the calendar that they use to justify the Sabbath the new moon, or the Sabbath rather, comes in on Friday night to Saturday night. That, as in these, from Friday at even to Saturday evening, that's what justifies when the Sabbath comes in. Okay, but point your attention this way, and you see that the first day of the calendar in which they used is Sunday. Alright, and another quick point I like to make out, that actually the brother Ariella made yesterday at camp. Alright, which I should say also, this point which I'm about to go into in this video was brought out at camp, brought to my attention by the brother Bun Yum Yum, who came to our camp from the GMS Mississippi camp. Alright, so just, to give him credit for bringing this out, because I never even looked at it like this. Alright, but going back, taking a step back, what Ariella had brought to my attention during this week was, you see the new moon comes in right here Tuesday at even. Alright, Tuesday night. Now according to the scriptures, the Passover begins the new month, which they agree with, and it also begins the new year according to scriptures. So why would the Passover, which brings in the new month and the new year, start in the middle of the week? That doesn't even logically make sense. You guys at IUIC need to answer that question. Okay, you need to answer that question. Why would the first day of the month, which is also the first day of the year, come on the third day of the week? That doesn't even make sense. So explain that to us. Okay, now take another step back. Look again, the first day of the week on their calendar, which he magically put together or conjured up, is Sunday. So let's go to right here. This is a Peruvian calendar for 2012. Okay, now look at what the first day of the week is. January, Monday. February, Monday. March, Monday. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's Monday. Whoa. Well, that's gonna kind of throw a wrinkle in your Friday night to Saturday night Sabbath. Alright, because according to your doctrine, Saturday should be the seventh day of the week, based on the calendar starting its week with Monday. So if that's the case, if you're an Israelite living in Peru, which we all know according to Deuteronomy 28 verse 64, that Israel was scattered across the whole world, across all four corners of the globe, according to that, if you're in Peru and you're following IUIC and you want to keep the Passover, you'd have to keep it from Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown. Think about that. Because there are countries in which the week on the calendar does not start on Sunday, it starts on Monday. So answer me that, Nate. If you got a congregation that's spread out all over the globe in a country like Peru, then how are they to keep the Passover? How are they to keep the Sabbath? Friday night to Saturday. Are they to just adjust and go back one? That wouldn't fall in line with what you teach. The only way they could possibly do that is to follow your calendar, in which this is just more proof that the Gregorian calendar is completely inconsistent, and you're not to go by that calendar. But because the Lord has blinded you, alright, and blinded everybody that teaches in that sham of a school, then you wouldn't even think to look at something like this. Alright? Let's check out another country. Alright, now this one doesn't have a country label on the calendar, but this is Spain. I typed in Spain. I was Googling all this stuff, and I typed in Spain calendar 2014. This is what comes up. What is the first day? Lunes. That's Monday. Okay. If you just in case you're not big on your Spanish, lunes is Monday. That's the first day of the week here. Uh-oh, Nate. So if you're in Spain, which we all know there's a lot of our people in Spain, and you want to keep the Passover, you want to keep the Sabbath, hey, they're not going to be able to keep it according to the doctrine that you push. So you got some questions to answer for it, Nate. You did all that celebrating and high-fiving and cheering, and there are so many things that you didn't even consider. Whoever it was in your little school who put this breakdown together. Alright, let's go to another one. Alright, there's another Spanish calendar, which I believe this is a South American calendar. Alright, if I'm not mistaken. But same thing. Lunes, martes. Wait a minute. So how are they in South America, in certain parts of South America and Central America, how are they supposed to keep the Sabbath according to your doctrine? Alright? The people want to know, Nate, because you made all this big stink about us keeping the lunar Sabbath. You presented this shoddy work you call a breakdown to push your BS doctrine, and now it's just being exposed. Because now these are the questions that you got to answer. You call yourself a teacher, you call yourself leading the nation of Israel. Well, you have to answer these questions. Alright? And I believe that's the last one. This is back to your calendar. Okay? From which you can see it starts on Sunday. So anybody that pretty much comes under the banner of IUIC and they want to keep the Passover and the Sabbath, they pretty much have to move to America or to some country that keeps the first day of their calendar of the week on a Sunday. Or they have to just go buy a calendar that starts with the week on Sunday. Okay? So miss me with that, Nate. You shouldn't have. You did all that celebrating. You had your little special effects with the shotguns and all that stuff. Well, you know what? You are just you celebrated way too early, my man. So you got a lot of stuff to answer for. Okay? So it says here, 1 Peter 3:15, but sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So you got to give an answer. Alright, I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, this video is going to be between 9 and 10 minutes long, and I didn't use one curse word. Alright, maybe I used one or two. I didn't curse you guys out. All I did is ask you a question, and according to the scriptures, you have to be ready to give an answer. So I'll wait. I won't hold my breath, but I'll wait until you brothers, Lord willing, that is edifying. Shalom.